Okay guys, here's our 3D rendering. Of course, this is all to size and scale off the measurements I took. So the biggest change is our refrigerator being placed on the other wall, and right off the bat, which is going to require getting a water line over there and power, which isn't that big of a deal, but something to be noted. And I positioned this refrigerator in the walkway here. So when the doors are open, this is just the biggest space for people to get by when the doors on the refrigerator are open. Our island is a little bit bigger than what you currently have. I did not measure the current width, but right now the island is 86 inches across, and then the granite will overhang another probably 3 inches. But sizing the island in comparison with the measure tool here, so if we start at the edge and go across, we have almost 44 inches, and then from the sink there's 45 3/4 that way, and then from this cabinet over here across we're about 45. So we have the room. There's not a granite overhang on the back. And our refrigerator with the fridge legs, meaning there's a panelized slab here. So the fridge cabinet pokes out about another 1.5 inches than these floor-to-ceiling cabinets, which are 24 inches deep. This will jet out about another 1.5 inches just to break it up a little bit, and then the crown molding would follow that. On this cabinet here, if we look at it, an elevation view, we have this side here, the left side, this door, and I have it in wire mode like that for a broom. And then the other side is just adjustable shelving, and we can see a partition right here. So when you open these two doors up, there's a wall inside, and then this would be this is almost 60 inches in here for a broom, and that's really the perfect spot to put that. That's where you currently have it, just in the corner out of the way. This is pantry storage, a bunch of adjustable shelving, and I tried to balance these guys out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, these cabinets are the same size. Well, close to it. This one's an inch bigger, but I'll tweak it a little bit. And this cabinet here, our microwave is built into the cabinet. We would need a 27-inch trim kit for that. A normal size is 30, and 2 doors underneath the microwave, and our coffee pot could be put on this. So we can push up the microwave a little bit, but from the floor to the shelf with the coffee pot right now is 31 inches. So it might be a little bit low, something to think about. And then we have, of course, our tray dividers, as you have a lot of them. Let's look at it in render mode so you can see inside the cabinet. So open up these doors, and then this is all just a bunch of storage for tray dividers. So, and we can chase down some of these details. If I end up doing this for you guys, we can sharpen our pencils a bit on the entire job, but this is just a layout of what I have thus far. So you probably have noticed I did not carry these cabinets all the way to the top. This is without the soffit. Without the soffit, your ceiling's at 108, and that soffit drops down about 1 foot. So on the other side, your upper cabinets, which are 49 inches tall, the crown molding would of course be on the top and terminate at the ceiling, which allows us to do these exposed interiors up here, which will look really nice. But I'm almost thinking it's going to be overkill if we put all those exposed interiors across the top here. we can kick that around. This looks great, but it might be too much. So something to think about. So on the island, a little bit bigger, our range is centered in the middle. Here, let's look at it in elevation mode like this here. So this is looking straight on the front. A tray divider here, 3-drawer stack. This is your trash rollout with the 2 cans. This is a spice rack. And then on the back of the island, we need to make room for the downdraft. So this cabinet, these 2 doors here, would be almost just a panel. I don't know how big that the downdraft is going to be, but these doors here would just be there to carry the look across. I don't know if we're going to even make those to open up depending on how much room, but these guys, far right, far left, can certainly be usable. But we just need to make an allowance for that downdraft, because right now the cabinet depth that you currently have is the same as this. There's a massive void behind your drawers right here. There's a foot of space because those downdrafts take up quite a bit of room. So in this corner here, we have a Lazy Susan here. I know Jamie's not really excited about these 2 doors that are bound together. And we can change this if you really don't want that, but with the different hinges, I think it's a much better system and works a lot better and will open up and completely lay flat. Drawer stack on the far right, and just to break up, instead of having 9 drawers here, put a couple doors here. That might be a good spot to put that 50-pound meat processor in there, or you can put it in one of these drawers. These drawers are rated at 75 pounds. This door, this upper door, is a bifold, meaning this door and this door are attached. So when you open them up, they're together. And these doors would be split here. You're probably very, very seldom going to open these up, but this is a separate door here. And these are adjustable shelving on the inside here. These doors are 34 7/16 tall. Drawer stacks to the right of your dishwasher, your apron sink here, and then another drawer stack here. And I've held off the cabinets about 4 inches from the end of the wall, which leaves adequate room for the granite and the crown molding to die into the side of the wall. And of course you have the light rail underneath. So I have not redesigned this in a completely different way. I think this really opens up this space here on getting the refrigerator, because you have so much more usable countertop space here. Of course we can put the refrigerator in the corner, but that's really plugging up the doorway, and then we have less space behind or in front of the refrigerator if it's next to this cabinet. Same thing with over here. We're just cramped a bit. So I did do it without the exposed interiors on the upper cabinets. Of course, those do add cost, but we can at least look at it without. So right now, these uppers and these floor-to-ceiling cabinets are the same height. They're at 96 inches, so you have a foot of space from the top of both of these to the ceiling. And then I've quoted you with the exposed interiors on top, as we see here. And then this is with Metabox drawers, a standard drawer box, which are good quality. The doors are all soft close hinges, and then the interior, we can either do a Nova ply, which is actual plywood, with a maple veneer and a couple seal coats on it, and it comes that way from the manufacturer. Or we can do melamine with a maple melamine look. It's not white. It has a wood look to it. And I've quoted you with the maple melamine. There isn't any more labor cost involved in that. It's just a slightly upgraded material. And then looking at, this is your kitchen table. This is the size and scale. The china hutch could still be left here. This walkway is the same width, but with the island being a little bit bigger. Here, let me show you really quick on the measure tools. So from the side of the island to the table is 41 3/4, and then to that exterior wall is 50. So that still works with a little bit bigger island. And this is all, these walls and positioning are all to size and scale. This space here and this wall. And I would, I don't think there's a real need to take this out. I would probably, we don't need to take that out to get more cabinetry. It might look nice if you guys do decide to take the soffit out to remove this wall, because it'd make the kitchen look even a little bit bigger if the right side of this floor to ceiling cabinet was exposed. As you can see how much it did to this space here, removing that massive fridge cabinet here. It just, that really jams up and makes the kitchen look smaller. It just opens up more space, because when you guys are entertaining and have all your family members over, it's just another spot where people could stand in the kitchen and lean against the counter and talk, because this is all really unusable space right now. So there we are. Let me know what you think, and if this works, we can keep dialing it in. Thank you.